Welcome to my Pilates strength series. This part we're going to focus on lower body strength, so glute, thighs, calves, hamstrings, whole lower body. It's a short 15-minute workout, so you can do it at home, beginning, middle, end of your day. No kit needed. If you want to, you can use a resistance band or a mini loop around your legs to make things a little bit harder. We're going to start on all fours. So on your hands and knees, you want to think about pressing into the ground with your fingers and your palms, lifting your chest, tucking your chin. Do the same thing with the tops of your feet and your knees. Press into the ground so everything is charged up. Straight away when you do that, you'll feel your lower belly suck up and in. Whilst we're working on lower body focus, the whole body's going to be active and strong. Left leg, zip up through your lower tummy, take your left leg up towards the sky, keeping your knee bent, and then slowly bring it all the way back down to the mat. Use your out breath to take your leg up, in breath to come back down. So you're working on the stabilizing side and the lifting leg. Keep even weight across both of your hands and try and keep your right thigh bone vertical. Small little movements. Just hinging from your left hip, making sure your back doesn't change shape. Tummy zips up and in each one. In two, we're going to hold. Hold the next one. Now give me small little pulses. You're trying to switch on, wake up the back of your leg and your bottom. Also feeling it into your lower back, but don't let it change shapes. Just working to hold your posture here. Even weight on your two hands. Keep your right thigh bone vertical. Small little pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, you're going to fully straighten your leg, point your toes. Now squeeze your heel, get it as close to your bum as you can. Point your toes, squeeze your calf, straighten your leg, and then bend your knee. Kick yourself in the bottom. And again, squeeze your whole thigh, point your toes to tense your calf, and then come and kick yourself in the bottom again. Again, it's just coming from your knee, no movement anywhere else. Stay focused on maintaining your posture and your tummy lifted up off the floor. Nearly there. One more. And bend your knee. Bring your knee to 90, and from here you're going to drop it down towards the right leg, take it out to the side and all the way back up to your start position. So we're going to do little circles through that leg. So the hip is just rotating in the socket, trying to find all the corners of your glute strength. So in Pilates we think about control, breath, flow, strength, timing, precision, all of those points we're thinking about. So whilst the leg is doing its circle thing, the rest of the body should be dead still, not flapping around. It's just the hip socket. Give me 2 more. And now you're going to sweep that leg all the way through and in between your hands to the top of your mat. From here, you're going to round up through your body, straighten up through your spine, push your hips forward, take your hands up to the ceiling. Breath in, breath out, lunge into your front leg, opening up through your right hip, charging up your left bum. Breath out, come up to stand. Breath in, lunge forwards. Breath out, up to stand. You're hinging over your hip, keeping your arms up, biceps by your ears. Breath out, push out of that front leg. Breath in, push forwards. You're trying to keep your spine straight all the way through. And hold the next one for me. From here, I want you to flex over your front hip, feel your bottom work, touch the floor. And then hinge again from your hips, straight spine up towards the ceiling. Put all the weight into that left leg, bring your body down to the mat, allowing your body to move and bring your spine upright. So if you've been sitting at a desk throughout the day, it's really nice to open your hips, change direction and movement of your back. Last 2. And 1. Come back into the middle so there's even weight spread across both your legs. We're going to go into a set of hundreds where we're zipping up your tummy. We're doing 100 little arm pulses here. So you can either keep both feet grounded on the mat or you tuck your toes and you lift and hover your back knee. And you'll hold that posture, charge up through your whole body. Lengthen through the crown of your head and just keep your knee hovered. Breathe through your arms. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to bounce or sway. It's all about finding that core strength to keep you still and steady. You are halfway through, 50 more little beats. Make sure that knee doesn't drift up towards the ceiling. Bring your shoulders in line with your hips. Grow tall through the crown of your head. You are nearly there. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10. And release, bring it down. Take your front leg straight, point your toes, relax your foot on the right, arms up and hinge into a hamstring stretch. So just pause here for us. Take a couple of breaths, slow the breathing down. Feel length down through your leg. Work into your straight back posture. Breathe. And release, come all the way back up. Now all of that on the other side. So coming back onto our hands and knees. We're going to lift through our chest, press the tops of the feet into the floor to charge up the legs, and then right side, lifting your leg up towards the ceiling, keeping your knee bent, and then folding back down. Breath out to lift, breath in to lower, swinging through your hip, lifting up through your tummy. Trying to keep even weight on both hands. Keeping your left thigh bone vertical. And it's quite handy to look down every now and again. Make sure that stabilizing side is active. Two more. Taking your leg up and 30 seconds of pulses here. Small little movements. Press the left foot into the floor. Really push that whole shin and knee down into the ground. You'll feel it in the low belly as you lift up. Even weight on your two hands. It's quite tempting to just sit back, but keep weight over your hands. So the whole body is working, even though it's a leg focus. Small movements, try not to bounce or sway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your leg all the way up. Squeeze your thigh, squeeze your calf, point your toe. And now bend your knee like you're going to crack a nut behind your knee. Squeeze your heel to your butt and then fully straighten it out. Lift your leg and then squeeze your heel to your butt. Keep your tummy zipped up. Try not to let this leg drift down towards the floor. Get your heel as close to your bum as you can. Make sure the left leg is still working. Tummy is lifting up as you go. Last 2. And 1. Squeeze, crack that nut for the last time. Bring your knee to 90, lower it down towards the left leg, but don't let it touch the mat. Instead, take it up and out to the side to make your circle. Bring it back through to the middle. Drop your leg down, take it out to the side, make a circle in the hip. Keep that flow, and now imagine that you are weight bearing on a set of weighing scales. Your hands and your knee, you're holding that position, and you're looking down at the numbers. And you want those numbers to stay exactly the same. You don't want the numbers to change as you transfer the weight forwards and back. You want those numbers to stay exactly the same. No movement, no sway. Just circling at the hip. Your back and body doesn't move just to move your leg. You've got that strength through the middle. Last 2, big circle. And 1. Bring that leg all the way down and then through. Step it between your hands and roll through your spine. Bring it all the way up. Arms are going to come up by our ears and we're going to lunge forwards into that front leg as we breathe in. Breathe out, press it back up. Let's breathe in with our arms up. Breathe out. You can push your arms back so you open your chest. Breathe in, lunge forwards. Breath out, come out of it. So if we have been sitting, those hip flexors have been nice and tight. So you might feel a good pull through here. It might even come into your low back. If it's sore in your lower back, hold something in your tummy so you don't collapse. Pull in with your tummy. Breath into the move. Breath out, charge up and out. And again. Each time you breathe out, that's when the tummy pulls up and in. Hold the next one for me. And then with all the weight on that right leg, press the left shin into the floor. We're going to flex down towards the mat, and then we're going to rise up towards the ceiling, hinging over that right butt so you feel all of those muscles come on. It's important that your knee points dead ahead. Don't let it sway in or out. Keep your knee pointing forwards. Press all 5 toes into the ground and your heel. Sway up, maybe a little arch in your back. Flex over. And again. And one more. Come back to the middle, bring your arms by your side, and we start to beat for hundreds. So through hundreds, we've got small little pats like we're pushing through water. Tuck under your toes if you can, and lift and hover your knees. Hold it here with your head, your shoulders, your hip, and your knee all in one straight line. And beat your arms up and down. You can lower that knee to the mat at any point. It's all about that frame in the middle and sharing the weight evenly between your 2 legs. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to rise up away from the floor. It's really tempting. Bring it down as close as you can. So there's just 1 or 2 inches between your knee and the floor. You are nearly there. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10. And release. Well done. Take that right leg forwards, point your toes, relax the left foot, flat back, hinge forwards into a little hamstring stretch. After this, we get to lie down. Hinging from your hip, pushing your bottom back and out. Hold and breathe. And release. Press up and out of that front leg. Okay, so now we're going to come into lying. So sitting on your mat, see if you can take it nice and slowly to engage through the tummy, mobilise your back. You're going to tuck your tailbone underneath you and you're going to curl and lie all the way down onto the floor, touching your back into the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. When your head and shoulders touch, I want you to walk your feet as close in towards your bottom as you can. So just get your knees nice and tight. We're going to work on 4 different ranges of the hamstrings, the back of the legs. So from here, tuck your tailbone underneath you and peel your back up away from the floor, like it is a string of beads, and you're lifting up the first bead, second bead, the third bead, the fourth bead, moving up your back. Then as you come down, you lower through the back, from the top, down to the bottom, tip your pelvis forwards. Press down through your heels and your big toes, lift up, push your knees away from you, and come all the way back down. To make sure you are working the back of the legs and not pushing through the front of your legs, make sure you don't slide up your mat too much. So you just want to hold your position. And on the next one, we're going to hold it at the top. Pause here. From here, I want you just to bend at your hips, lower your bottom halfway, squeeze your butt, lift up. Bend at the hips, bottom towards the mat, lift your bottom back up. Maybe even press your palms together in front of your chest so the upper body and the tummy is working more. Keeping your knees hip width apart, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, can you hold the next one? And I want to rock up onto your tiptoes and heels down. Tiptoes, heels down. Tiptoes, heels down. Keep your bottom up and high. Work through the back of your legs. Give me 6, press your hands together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way down to the mat. Tip your pelvis away. Take 1 step forwards and we go again, tucking under, curling up, lifting through your whole spine, rolling all the way back down 1 vertebra at a time, tipping your pelvis away. Tuck under, curl up, roll down. Push your hands together, curl all the way up, rolling down, and holding the next one here for me. Pause here. From your hips now, you just bend and lift your butt. Sit your bum down, lift your butt. No peel, no roll. You just work on pure strength, pressing your hips up, no mobility. Just that hinge from your hips. Trying to get the back of your legs, your bottom, your lower back working alongside your tummy. For 4, 3, 2, Hold it, lift your heels, press your heels down, lift your heels, press your heels down. Keep your bottom high. Push your hands together. Keep your bottom up, shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll all the way down. One more step away, so we're changing that to length and tension in the legs. Peel your body up, maybe even clasp your hands now, so fingers interlinked, and you're going to pull them away, work the back of your arms as you go. So you just create tension through between your shoulder blades. Tuck under, curl up, peel down. Press your toes and your heels into the floor. And again, hold the next one. Hold it here, sit your bum down, lift your bum up, sit. Lift. We really start to feel the back of the legs now, huh? Bend at the hips and lift. This is just getting the most out of your time, building up those sets with a little bit of variation so the body is challenged and the head doesn't get distracted. 3, 2, you know what's coming. Lift up, lift your heels, lower your heels, lift your heels, lower your heels. Lift, lower, pull your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, lower down. You are so nearly there. Short fist set. I want you to take your feet away from you. The hamstrings may want to cramp up, ease them back in if they do. Interlock your fingers, maybe the other way this time, and pull apart. Curl up, pressing through your feet, making sure you don't slide up your mat. Roll all the way back down. Press, curl up, roll all the way back down. And again, press, curl up, and roll. One more time, curl up, and drop. Lift, drop, lift. From your hips, feel that burn, pull your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now lift your toes, drop your toes, lift your heels, drop your heels, lift your toes, drop your toes, lift your heels. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll all the way back down. Straighten through your legs, take your arms up and over your head. Good lower body session, everybody.